Deployed as it was in 2008?
Well, that certainly is the case, Natasha. The Defence Minister basically saying that the situation had reached boiling point and they feel that it is now time to reclaim the state, as she put it, saying that in fact that these troops will not only be deployed in Alexandra, they will be deployed to all the areas that are considered by police to be hotspots. So certainly what might look to be the case here is that the deployment will start at places where you saw acts of xenophobic violence over the past couple of weeks. And also importantly is that while she was not at liberty to say which section of the military will be deployed to these various areas, what she is saying also is that you would know that the army does have a medical health wing, which those troops will also be sent to some of the camps that have been set up following the thousands of people that have been displaced as a result of the xenophobic violence. At 6 o'clock this afternoon, the Defence Minister, joined by other ministers as well, will come to Alexandra Township to come and address foreign nationals in the area. Just to paint a bit of a picture as well, Natasha, about what the situation is here at the moment, we were expecting the Defence Minister to do a walkabout and also to visit the family of Emmanuel Sithole. What we also learned this afternoon was that the minister basically pointing out or giving an indication that the last straw was an incident that took place also here in Alexandra Township, a second incident where a Zimbabwean couple were shot also here. But she went on to describe the condition of the Zimbabwean couple as stable. They've both been discharged from hospital as well, but saying that the situation, even though they thought that it was calm, what needed to happen now was for the army to be deployed, but not to come in and take over the work of the police, but to provide support to the South African Police Service. When I posed a question about whether they'd actually seen it as a failure on the part of the police to contain the situation, she of course refuted that and basically said, well, I apologize for that. Of course, live television, everybody just walking past where I am, but it's not to really take over from what the police are doing, but to provide support to them, not in that the police did not do their work. The Defence Minister says they are going to be in these areas at the invitation of the South African Police Service, and that they feel that more needs to be done to contain the situation, certainly so.
All right, Griselda, and as you say, the Defence Force coming in to support the police, but did she give any more details as to the powers and procedures of the Defence Force ministers?
The sense that we're getting, Natasha, is that when the army, she did say, of course, almost immediately the army is going to be deployed, but they don't want to indicate when, what time, and exactly where first. All we know is that this deployment will take place at these areas that are considered as hotspots. What will then happen is that with the support that the army will give to the police will indicate where, when they do their assessments, when they do their analysis in the different areas that are considered to be volatile, they will then indicate to the army to go into those areas to try and ensure that peace and stability is maintained. So the police will continue with the role that they've been playing all along. And it's not per se that the army will come in, there'll be guns blazing, they'll take out guns and start shooting people, as according to what the Defence Minister says. It's only to give support to the police, given that they've been called in, saying that while they felt that, yes, the situation may sort of, really gone down in terms of the violent acts of xenophobia that we have seen, they've picked up as a result of this action that they saw take place towards the Zimbabwean couple, that something needs to be done before certainly the situation does become untenable. She also said that it's not really late. South Africa should not be considered, should not be seen to be acting as a military state. The police needed to do their work first of all, and once they felt that the situation needed, or the police needed additional resource to try and contain the situation or to maintain the peace that we're now seeing, given that there aren't so many incidents that we've been seeing around the country, for them to come and give support. That is the role that the army is going to be playing. The police will continue to do their jobs. The army, of course, will be guided by police on the areas that they need to go into after police have done assessments in terms of which areas might be volatile, where they seem to be picking up instances where there might be xenophobic acts being planned in particular spaces. but all that will be done through the police. An assessment first, and then the army will be brought in.
All right, thank you, Griselda, very much. That's Griselda Lewis, live from Alexandra in Johannesburg, after that briefing and the word from Defence Minister Nosiviwe Mapisa Ngqakula that the National Defence Force will be deployed to Alexandra Township.